guys, and welcome to this week's edition of the Coffee and Hero Show. Just going to take you through the new stuff that came into store this week. So a little bit less graphic novels coming in this week. As ever, again, our shelves are really well stocked. But just a few less new releases this week, but some new stuff in terms of merchandising and figures and so forth as well. I thought I'd share with you guys. So yeah, these are all in store, available for sale from tomorrow, which of course is the 2nd of February. So just to take you through some of the figures. So we've got this range of Spider-Man figures in. They're done in this very real retro style, you know, the original sort of card in the background. You've got all the original art on there. And they're really cool figures in that they come with some extra pieces. There's points of articulation. There's accessories of some kind with each and every figure. So it was a set of 5 altogether that came in. So we've got Marvel's Hammerhead, so all Spider-Man villains or heroes, of course. Then we've got Ben Reilly's Spider-Man as well, which is sure to be the most popular one, I would imagine. Although this might give it a run, which is the Symbiote Spider-Man as well. So again, you can see different accessories, different shapes of hands, Spidey Go Thwip and all that. Then you've also got Shocker as well, another Spider-Man villain. And then rounding out the set of 5. As I said, the set is detailed on the back, so you know all 5 in the set. You're left then with Hobgoblin as well. So those are all going out onto the shelves for tomorrow, because I get accused of just bias and only getting DC stuff in. But no, a few more Marvel ones there for your viewing pleasure. But of course there's DC ones in as well. So I've got a few more of the Multiverse figures in. Really good range actually of stuff came out this week. So the first one being from 3 Jokers. This one is the Comedian, or otherwise known as the Joker from The Killing Joke. Hence why the accessory is the camera. Then of course you've got the crowbar as well. There's a set of 3 of these. I ordered all 3, so of course only one of them came in. No doubt the other ones will arrive next week. Next up we've got DC Multiverse Lobo. This is based on the classic Lobo design. I'm very happy to say it's not based on the emo Lobo design that we all hated from the New 52, but it's back to being a big beefy bounty hunter, so Lobo is the next one there. Of course, one that had to go on into my own box this week. This is the Armored Batman. So we're going Dark Knight Returns here. Love this figure. Again, comes with a couple of extra hands to fix onto the gauntlets. It's got the tread on the boots. It's got the armor. It's got the points of articulation. Yeah, beautiful figure, that one. So I had to nab one of those for myself. I know someone who'll be very happy to see that Superboy Prime has arrived in store as well. So same again, this is, I mean, the more recent time you would have seen Superboy Prime was in Dark Knight's Metal, in one of the one-shots. I think it was Trinity Crisis. But this is from Infinite Crisis, this original design, so that is there. And then finishing off, we've got the Harley Quinn, based very heavily, of course, on the Margot Robbie interpretation from Birds of Prey as well. So again, we're always adding to the range of the McFarlane stuff. Don't seem to be doing a lot of Marvel so far. Marvel do all their own, you know, Marvel Legends range, retro range, that kind of thing, but we're always going to be looking at getting more and more of those in as well. So a couple of top-ups to start off with, because again, every time we get them in, they just sell straight out. We've got the beautiful hardcovers of The Long Halloween, of course, one of my favorite Batman stories. So you've got the original Long Halloween here, and then you've got the sequel to that, which is Dark Victory, focusing much more on the Robin side of things. Again, some of the best Batman storytelling you'll ever get, and I really love these new additions. And just look at that spine lineup, which DC is not normally well known for, but looks great. So there's that. New out this week is a new deluxe edition for Chris Claremont's and Frank Miller's character-defining Wolverine tale. This is going right back to the start of Wolverine. I believe it was a 4-issue mini-series. But you've also got a couple of extra issues here as well of Uncanny X-Men 172 and 173 as well. So pretty definitive Wolverine right there. The latest editions are in this week for the Mighty Marvel Masterworks, so it's now the turn of Stephen Strange, Doctor Strange. As ever, we get both covers in. So the Michael Cho ones are what are called the normal, the cover A's, if you will. These are the ones that will be widely available, not just from ourselves, but you know, Waterstones, Amazon, etc., etc. But what's cool is for comic stores, they do these direct market exclusive covers, which you can only get in comic stores, and they always utilize the original art. So for this one, you are collecting Strange Tales 110 to 111, and then 114 to 129. So all the early Doctor Strange stuff all in one place. This is one that was high on a lot of people's pre-order list. We've got a few pre-orders for this. This is called Captain America Truth. Now, for anybody who watched Falcon Winter Soldier, you would have come across the character Isaiah Bradley. So this is essentially the story of Isaiah Bradley. It's the story of other soldiers who were subjected to experimentation as they tried to replicate what they'd done with Captain America and what happened in the aftermath of that. So I've been told really good stuff about this. Never read it myself, but Keith speaks very, very highly of it as a big Captain America fan. But yeah, if you enjoyed that character in Falcon Winter Soldier, you want to learn a little bit more, that's the volume to go for. Again, just another restock, just Batman White Knight. You know, I've talked about it ad infinitum here. It's one of the best Batman stories around as well. But again, just getting that back in stock. That's Sean Murphy. We're just making sure that we have White Knight and Curse of the White Knight plenty in stock, so that if you're looking forward to the upcoming Beyond the White Knight, you can play catch up in the trades. I'd mentioned these a little while ago, and I'm going to make sure to get all of them in. These are new softcover collections for the IDW Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So there's hardcovers of these, which are like hen's teeth trying to find them. But thankfully IDW has seen fit to do reprints, do them in trade paperback form. So they're a little cheaper as well. But it's really, really comprehensive. So this collects the first 12 issues of the Turtles. But it also has all the one-shots. So you have Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, and the Splinter one-shots in that as well. A couple more then to finish off. First up, we have Sea of Sorrows. This was a great deep sea set horror tale. This was done by the team of Rich Douek and Alex Cormack. Alex Cormack, of course, I'm a big fan of. Did Sync with John Lees, doing the current Crimson Case for AWA Studios as well. But this really allowed him to exercise his horror skills, and Rich Douek tells a really, really good story there. So we interviewed the guys just before that came out, so if you go and check out the podcast, you can get a little bit more information on that as well. Next up, we have Moon Knight by Bendis and Malev. So this is the 12-issue mini-series run by Brian Michael Bendis, Alex Malev, of course. You'll probably start to see a lot of Moon Knight stuff starting to come out on the shelves, building up towards the TV show hitting Disney Plus soon. This one, I believe, 12-issue mini-series, and I've heard nothing but great things. I've got a copy of that for myself as well to read. And then we finish off with a nice DC Compendium. So DC last year, they acquired Milestone Comics, which are essentially things like Static Shock, things like what are the other titles in here? So Static Shock, Icon and Rocket, Hardware, essentially all the cultural icons that came in the early 90s comics. And this is essentially the first compendium of all those early issues. So what you've got in here is Hardware 1 to 12, Blood Syndicate 1 to 12, Icon 1 to 10, Static 1 to 8, Shadow Cabinet 0, and Zombie 0 to 11. So this was essentially the birth of Milestone Comics. If you've never had a chance, there's a really good documentary to watch on this. I think it's called The Secret History of Comics, and they did a full episode on Milestone and their cultural impact, and what it meant for black creators to be able to create their own superheroes, their own supervillains, and their own universe essentially with the Milestone stuff. So yeah, as I say, all going new onto the shelves tomorrow. New comic book day as ever on the Wednesday. Check elsewhere on the network. You'll find me going through my pull list this week. Tons of great single issues out as well, which of course will be hitting the racks. And then as ever, if you see anything that appeals to you, just drop us a message. We'll get you sorted. So hope you guys are staying safe out there. I look forward to seeing you in store soon, and take it easy.